We are the Everards, Bob and Rachelle, and together with our 3 boys, we started the build process with McDonald Construction about 2 years ago in the spring of 2022 and moved into our new home last November. I think the biggest thing for me was just getting to start from the ground up and just really be able to design a home that was meant for us.
Yeah, just choosing someone that could give us some advice and point us in directions that maybe we didn't know about. So I think the thing I like the most though is just the indoor-outdoor living is very seamless, and with 3 rambunctious boys, I have to say the sport court has gotten way more use than I even imagined it would, which has been really fun.
I would agree, and I think the fact that we were able to put our sport court on our main level, it's close to the kitchen, the boys use it. They're not afraid to go into that space on their own and play while I'm getting other things done around the house. So just the overall layout is great. And then, like I mentioned, the kitchen, that's probably my favorite area of the home. Being able to design the cabinetry, the appliances, everything the way that I wanted it to function. It not only looks beautiful, but things have a place, it's clutter-free, and it's probably where I spend the majority of my time. So we do have the pantry, which is great for housing those unsightly appliances. Small custom details, but they really help the home feel like ours, and like I said, keep things organized.
The bunk room was something that we didn't right away think we wanted, but now that we have it, it's been unbelievable. It's a fun place for the kids to have their friends sleep over.
We have the beautiful big Marvin sliding glass doors that when they're open up just lead out into our 3-season porch that we also incorporated phantom screens. So we can have them all the way up and have it truly open on both sides to the yard. Or when those bugs come out, we can put just the screen layer down, and then we have another layer beyond that in the vinyl that if it's raining or in the colder months, that can protect from the wind and the elements as well. But it's a really great way to get outside.
The big windows throughout the house just let in so much light. I mean, it's just bright. It is something that we both like, is just the natural light, and you know, they're beautiful windows, and we get comments on them when people come over.
One thing that I remember specifically from the design process with Teresa as well is when we were planning how we were going to lay this house on our land, she was great about thinking through, well, I want the kitchen to face east, and we're gonna put in these windows next to the range, and that's gonna let in the morning light. And then we're gonna make sure that the stair tower has that southern exposure, that we're getting bright sunlight all day long. So I really appreciated her thinking through some of those elements and how to actually make it happen. You know, we both came in and everybody wants natural light, but having someone that could help us actually put that into place in such a way that it was going to maximize the light at different times of day was great.
I think one thing that I have loved is we put in a water bottle filler. You know, those things you see in the airport, right off the sport court. And the kids think it's cool. They drink more water, which is good. That's been kind of unique for me.
They can use it and access it by themselves without mom and dad having to fill up their water bottles. And we have a Fisher and Paykel refrigerator.
We get a lot of comments on that refrigerator. It's just, it looks custom, like it was built for the space, and you know, it functions well, looks nice, and big benefit.
It's always full. We have 3 boys. I cannot imagine not having all of that space. It's full all the time. So for me, I visited a lot of Parade of Homes. I spent a lot of time on Instagram. I tried to really figure out what our style was, what were maybe the top 3 or 5 most important elements that I wanted to make sure to get out of this build. The more direct information that you can provide will just give you a better product in the outcome. It's happenstance that I happened to go through the McDonald Spring Dream Home on the Parade and walked in and thought, wow, this is a really beautifully built home and all the touches are here. And from the start, sitting down with them, it just felt different.
In a good way. You know, the process immediately was us focused and not them focused. Whereas tell us what you want. We're not going to tell you how great we are. We're going to listen to you first. And she was wonderful. The team that we communicate with often responsive, and it was definitely a good choice.
It's been great.
Yeah.
We thankfully haven't had too many issues that we have needed service on, but the process is very smooth. Everything's online to submit through Builder-Trend, and then we've had responses
And we get responses quick.
very quickly, and even if there are things that a sub needs to come and take care of, they've been out to respond within a couple of days. So we've been very happy so far with our service.
Someone who's in finance like me always thinks about the numbers, so I was a little concerned about how much more the utility bill is going to be. And like Rachelle mentioned, the utilities bills are comparable, if not less, than our prior home. So the McDonald being, an energy efficient builder is an absolute win.
Have fun with the process. Know that it will all be worth it in the end, and you'll be sitting in the home of your dreams.